Today, I feel inspired to share my Instagram account. Not so much because of the Instagram account. This is my artist one. Um, because of an experience I had this morning with, where is that? With this. It's on my shelf in my craft room or studio. Yeah, this is something that I did back in 2022. But let me go back down here. Let me show you something real quick. This says, "This little guy deserves his own post. Poor baby is wondering where his mommy went." This is a California southern sea otter. You can see babies like this during the spring in Morro Bay Harbor. Just be sure to give the moms and babies a chance to rest by observing them quietly. Okay, so this particular first it started out like this, and I did not know that it was going to turn into that. Okay, let me see, what did I say about it here? So this was October 22, 2022. Okay, I finally finished the 5-day challenge. I took a 5-day challenge, color challenge from Amira Rahim. And this was another difficult exercise in color. After I completed it, I decided to use the abstract piece as a starting point background for a sea otter painting. My little baby sea otter is sad. Where's my mommy? Okay, so now I wrote that there, that I decided to make it into a sea otter painting, but honestly that is not how it happened. I didn't know what I was making, and it just ended up being a sea otter, a sad little sea otter. And I wrote an update in the comments today. I want to read what I wrote. Let's see, where is it? Sorry. There is a point to all this. Oh, okay, it's on this one. Okay, I wrote an update this morning because of something that happened when I saw this painting. So this is February 13th, 25. When I first painted this in 2022, I hadn't intended to create this sea otter. It just came onto the canvas. I thought sometime later that maybe it was me feeling like a sad baby sea otter who just lost her mommy. Mine had passed at the beginning of 2022. I dismissed the idea and just decided it was a cute little otter waiting for mommy to come back from finding food. Today I saw the framed picture of this on my shelf, and it hit me. I am that sea otter. I was right back then. It was me grieving a loss in a way that felt safe. Okay, let me see, where am I? The expression of grief was coming out in the things I was creating. It was helping me to understand and to heal. You can't put a time limit on grief. It will ebb and flow like the waves. It will morph into symbols and seep out of your soul as your heart continues to crack open a little at a time. The healing process is gradual, sometimes turbulent, but we learn a new kind of calm and balance as we come to understand our new world. I say new world because with big losses whether they, I spelled weather wrong. Well, actually, it was probably spell check or whatever. Whether they be people or animals we love, or even loss of job, opportunities, faith reconstruction, or just really big changes in our lives, our whole world as we knew it is unfamiliar to us. We are thrust into something we haven't experienced before and find ourselves just trying to get our bearings. And we do, eventually, with love and patience with ourselves, and the same coming from others when they aren't trying to fix you. When given love and space, we come to our truth. We come home to ourselves and find peace. The intense losses we once felt in bold colors will be paler versions that evoke feelings of love and gratitude for what once was. Okay, so I wrote that today because I did realize that, yes, that was me. That was grief seeping out of the cracks from my heart. And very interestingly for me, okay, back,
hello.
Well, I didn't, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find, no, it's not there, but anyway, there was a painting that I did, and I show it in this video. I'm going to show you this video because there's a lot. This is what's the first video I did to starting this art account. And it tells why I did it. But even then I realized, I think I realized that art was going to help me to heal both my grief and also like my health and just everything. It's all related. But anyway, but yeah, in here I show you the painting that kind of, the first painting after losing my mom, and I'm gonna show you this video. You know, this is on my Instagram, and I have to do it this way because this is not saved on anything. It's only saved on the Instagram, and I feel like I am okay to do this, to show you, because
Hello.
it's my video.
I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself. This is my first live on this page. I have another
September 26, 2022.
that is my personal one. If you'd like to follow me there, it's at Lim Dessa.
I'm eating while
on that one, I
film.
share a lot of things, like with my
So sorry for the crunching.
healing journey, and I share mostly things like that, and the foods that I eat, because I am following medical medium lifestyle. But anyway, on this page, I want to share my art, which is something that I've always loved to do art, and only in the last few years have I started painting, which is something that had always been on my wish list, you know, something that I wanted to do since I was little.
It froze. That's annoying. Hold on. Sorry.
Hello. I just want to take a few minutes to introduce myself.
Sorry.
This is my first live on this page. I have something abstract, you know. I guess it's you can't see them, but they're textured, and my brain is always picking on patterns,
Sorry about this, guys.
making, imagination wish list, something that I wanted to do since I was little, but just never had much opportunity for that. So this page is my exploration of painting and trying to figure out my style and what I like. This painting in the back is one that I did just the other day. I used acrylics, and it turned out looking kind of, to me, like maybe a coral reef or something like that, but it was supposed to be an abstract. But because I tend to see patterns in almost everything, like even our walls, you can't see them, but they're textured, and my brain is always picking up on patterns and making, the imagination peaked, and I end up creating little objects or things, animals, people, whatever I see in those patterns on the walls, and sometimes it drives me crazy. But so my exploration with abstract art, which is new to me, is not very easy because of the pattern thing that goes on in my brain. I am always like, my art seems to always morph into something. I think that's my brain wanting to be somewhat organized. Hello.
Oh gosh.
I like to things, animals, people, whatever I see in those patterns on the walls, and sometimes it drives me crazy. But so my exploration with abstract art, which is new to me, it's not very easy because of the pattern thing that goes on in my brain. I am always like, my art seems to always morph into something. I think that's my brain wanting to be somewhat organized. But anyway, but this one was fun. I don't know what to call it, and I'm not sure if I'm done with it yet. Let me pick it up. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but I put some glittery paint on there too, because I just really liked the glitter. But yeah, to me, this kind of looks like a coral reef, which that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to create something abstract, and I guess it's still abstract, but it looks like something. But anyway, and you see there's like all these paintings over here. This is our family art gallery wall, and my kids have painted a lot of these. I did paint this one right here. It's a floral coastal type painting, and some of these are oils that one of my daughters did this. And anyway, we just really like art in our family, and it's a good way to express ourselves. And I think another reason why this ended up being kind of like a coral reef is that secretly I'm a mermaid, and like I just love everything that the ocean has to offer. And my bedroom has been transformed into coastal theme, and I'd like to do that throughout the house. And I would actually like to live by the ocean, and but I think everybody probably wants that. Anyway, so I will be just posting some of my art and my journey through trying to discover through art, probably mostly acrylics and canvas, and maybe I might do some acrylic on paper. I don't know, I might explore watercolor or oils. I don't really know what I want to do. I just know that I want to use this page to kind of express the things that that can't be expressed through words. Just another way to kind of cultivate my creative side, and just enjoy the process and learn something. So and I do feel like there's a connection with doing this and my own healing. I think that this is probably another avenue for healing that is needed for me, because I do have that need to express myself creatively, and a lot of times I like to do that through singing, and art is another thing that I like to do, to express myself. And I know that in the past, when I have stopped singing, my health has declined. And then I feel like this is the same thing with art, because I grew up, ever since I can remember, I was always doing some sort of art, some sort of creative thing, and I was always singing. Those were the two things that were a huge part of my growing up. And as you get older and you have a family and you have more responsibilities, sometimes those things take a back burner, and you forget what you did when you were young, and what helped you to feel alive and well and whole. And so I'm coming back to those things, and I'm expounding upon those, and like just trying to get back to what made me happy when I was little, because those are the things that most likely still make me happy. So that's kind of what this page is for. It's my page to express myself, and see how far I can go with my
That's what
art.
my YouTube channel is
And,
about too. Playing and expressing myself on my
if
own
anybody's
playground.
interested in collecting any of it, I'm open to that, if it ends up being something that's worth collecting. So if not, that's fine, because it's totally mine, and I don't mind keeping everything. So anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about. I mean, I guess I could share a little bit about who I am. I grew up in a family of 5. I have 2 brothers. I'm right in the middle. My mom always told me that I was the rose between 2 thorns, which in some cases that was probably true, because I was the peacemaker. And I would always try to help, make sure that
I've
we
been
weren't in
healing
any
that part of me
trouble.
too. Lately, I've
Kind of
been
kept my brothers in line
healing
a
that
little
part
bit.
of me, the peacemaker.
And I went on to be married and have 6 children of our own, and they're all mostly raised, and we have some grandkids. And yeah, I've been busy, and I have dogs. I have 2 dogs right now. They're both Yorkie poos, and they look completely different. And the newer puppy, she's just like Clifford the big red dog. We got her and she was so tiny, and we thought, oh, she's gonna be little. We're gonna, I didn't think she would get bigger than the other dog that we already had for 4 years.
Now we have 3 dogs.
But she did. She ended up being much bigger. and I like to say it's because we loved her too much, and so she grew like Clifford. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can share. I like to be outside, but unfortunately I live in an area where I can't handle the heat. If I lived in a climate like maybe San Francisco or somewhere like that, where we used to live close to San Francisco, and I was able to do pretty.
Come on.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can share. I like to be outside, but unfortunately I live in an area where I can't handle the heat. If I lived in a climate like maybe San Francisco or somewhere like that, where we used to live close to San Francisco, and I was able to do pretty well outside there. But here, we're actually in the Central Valley of California, and we've been here for about 17 years now, and it is too hot for me. I can't handle it. So I don't get out as much as I would like to. I do like to walk when the weather is nice. When it's not too hot, I will do morning walks, and I like that time to myself. And I haven't had it since spring because it's been summer, right? And it's still not cool enough. But I will take walks in the morning, and that's like my time to kind of reflect on my life and to commune and to talk to God while I take my walk. And sometimes I do a little bit of qigong exercises while I'm walking, which probably looks funny, but that's another thing about me is I am very kind of holistic minded, and I was a massage practitioner for, oh gosh, I don't know how many years, since like I went to massage school in Sonoma County back in 2002, I believe. And so from that time on, I have on and off been practicing massage therapy. I did have a business up until I think it was December of 2019 or 2018, can't remember which, that I had a practice, and I ended that because of my health. And if you want to know more about my health, you can go over, like I said, you can go to my personal page, which is Limdessa. It's at Limdessa.
That's on Instagram.
So
this is also on Instagram.
And follow me there if you want to know more about my health stuff. But anyway, so I can't think of anything else right now, but I just wanted to introduce myself, and I will be sharing like I said, I'll share some more paintings and things that I've done, and maybe some other things from my life here and there. I will share one painting. Hold on.
And this is the painting that kind of
This
started
is another
everything.
one that I did. This was more recent. I mean, this was before the one back here. This one I did. I think it was a month ago, or maybe a little longer. But I
September
hadn't painted for over a year,
2022.
and I couldn't get myself to do it. I was just having, I don't know. Well, you know, it might have been because I lost my mom in January, and so I was still processing a lot of things, and so and I was doing a lot of holistic things, like, you know, because of my massage therapy background. I do things to kind of help move energy, and I was doing a chakra balancing on myself, and then after I did that chakra balancing, my heart center opened. I tend to have trouble in my heart center and in my throat chakra. Like, those are the two that like I tend to have the most trouble with blockages. But anyway, it opened up, and so then after that, like maybe a day or two later, I ended up feeling like I wanted to paint, and so then I started painting this. I did not know what I was going to paint. This just came out, and you can see there's a little heart in there, and this is like my heart chakra opening up. And so this is my first painting after more than a year of not painting, because I just couldn't do it. So I'm starting to try to get myself back to exploring this. And anyway, that's it. Okay, I promise this is it. I'm going to say goodbye now, because I have to actually leave to go do some errands. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I hope that this page will be something that will be inspiring to you. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
So yeah, like I've had a lot of stuff since then. More setbacks and things, you know, so I haven't been painting for a while. I think the last painting I did was, well, I mean, I haven't been able to paint because I was stuck in my room. I think this is probably the last things I did, you know, was that. But then I have tried to do some stuff while I've been stuck in the last 10 months being in my room. So like I did some other things, like things I could do easily and from bed, right? Like making that and that and doing some digital art, you know, but actually doing it the way you would on one layer, you know, as if I was painting on a canvas. I did it like that, and that was really fun. I don't know, what did I call this? Oh, this one I said feels okay, I love the blues and oranges together. Feels empowering, like superwoman strength. So yeah, and I called that one Battles and Breakthroughs, and that was November 12, 2024. And I said, I'm getting there. I am my own superwoman. And I really believe that. I really believe that about myself. And I am getting there. I am healing. I've come a long way. And what happened in March to put me in my room here, where I am well, where I've been for 10 months, um, that was another big, huge loss that I was experiencing. It wasn't a loss of a person, but it was a huge loss, a big change in my life, that I had to process, and the only way I could do that was the way I've been doing it. And so, anyway, okay, well, enough of that. I turned the phone around, and I don't know what I look like. I can't see in the camera right now, but yeah, I wanted to share about when you have a loss, when you have any kind of loss. It doesn't have to be that you lost somebody, you know, it doesn't have to be that. It could be any kind of loss that like impacts you in a really big way. When that happens, that can be that can feel the same as losing somebody you love. It can feel the same way, and it can have a similar kind of impact on you, and you go through that grieving process all over again for the thing you just lost. And it doesn't happen to me with everything, but it did for this last the thing that I was processing. And I still had a little bit of remnants of processing that was happening with the loss of my mom. But then even before that, the loss of, I had many different losses even before I lost my mom. I had so many things, like loss of health, loss of dreams and goals and things that I was pursuing, and things that came to an end. But I took them as losses because it was not on my terms that those ended. And so it felt like losses to me. And so I had to go through lots of grieving process really for the last 10 years. It's been one loss after another for me. And it's, you know, and I've mostly been okay. It's just the last two were huge, and that, yeah, and this last one was totally unexpected, but it has transformed my life in a way where I never saw it coming. But I'm a butterfly that went into cocoon and completely turned to goo, and then came back out, and now has wings and is learning how to fly. That's me. So, yeah, grief can do that, you know. Losses can be the catalyst for huge growth in your life. And that's what I've learned. And like I said earlier, like the bold colors that you use to paint, and you know, your grief later on, they can become paler in color, and they just don't hurt as much. So, okay, that's it.